Hey, so for my curriculum-based technology integration project, the tech tool that I chose to use or talk about was Seesaw. So the NC standard that I used was students were able to use information gained from illustrations and words in a print or digital text to demonstrate understanding of its character setting or plot. And so my central focus from my diagramming lesson was students should be able to explain the character setting or plot using what they've learned from the illustrations and words in text. So the reason that I chose Seesaw was because Seesaw is a platform that uses student engagement. This tech tool can empower students to create, reflect, share, and collaborate with their educator as well as within their classmates. So classmates can see each other's work and reflect off of that as well. Students get to show what they know using photos, videos, drawings, text, PDFs, and links. So they actually can be given a lesson from the teacher, record that lesson, and then let it be sent to the teacher for reflection of what else needs to be done or if the assignment wasn't completed correctly. So the reason that I chose Seesaw was because the goal of Seesaw was to assess efficacy in the classroom. Seesaw increases visibility into student performance and encourages effective use of technology. So about 93% of administration reports that Seesaw for Schools effectively contribute to the overall school and district objectives. So there are standards that they go by, and this is nationwide. And then about 97 of administrations say that Seesaw helps schools use technology integration effectively, and this is nationwide as well. So Seesaw is described as the learning platform that brings together instruction, assessment, and communication all in one place. And another topic that I wanted to add in there was families are able to actually go in at home and do recorded lessons with their students. And there's also an objective or a scoring app on a scoring placement on Seesaw that will give them immediate feedback if it's not a recorded lesson. So that's another tool that parents can use at home. So based on the SAMR model, Seesaw redefines the creation of tasks by allowing students to verbally express themselves through their assignments and what they're learning. Students are able to use tools that build upon what teachers are already doing. So there are lessons they're learning 30 minutes after, and they need to get on Seesaw to see about re-engagement strategies that may need to come up for specific students. Seesaw can focus those needs and display them to the teacher so that they know now they can use those methods to work with these students. Seesaw supports accessibility, increases engagement, and builds on future-ready skills. So the features of Seesaw are audio, video, and screen recording visibility as well. So they can record themselves talking, they can video it, and then they can screen record so the teacher can actually watch while they're completing assignment, what they're thinking about, and have them verbally say that back to them so that the teacher's understanding why something isn't clicking or something that finally does click, how those lessons can be integrated into a normal gen ed lesson instead of a technology-based lesson. So these are uploaded through files and they are always kept. They're kept forever. So it's like a video on your phone, but instead of there's too much like storage, your storage is up on your phone, it can always be recorded. So it's a app that they go on their Chromebooks or whatever device they have at their school, and every lesson that they want to be screen recorded, audioed, or videoed, it can be kept forever. So Seesaw lessons are rigorous. So because they are challenging and are more at a brisk pace. The reason that I like Seesaw so much is it keeps students engaged with lesson-based or standard-based lesson activities, so they won't get bored. So the standards they're actually learning in the classroom, they're learning again, or like I said, re-engagement strategies to keep those students understanding what they're learning and to further their learning about those specific objectives. It also is limited lecture, so there's, you can do a story, or you can do a word sort, or any kind of objective. For my case, it would be the character's plot and setting. So surrounded by main event, students could do a read aloud, and show the screen recording of the book and show themselves reading it aloud, and then be asked questions at the end of the lesson that focuses those characteristics of what they've learned about in the book, about the character, the plot, and the setting through pictures and through words. And it's actually showing the teacher what they're doing while they're reading. It's limited lecture, so teachers have the ability to save lessons so that students only work on them for about 15 to 20 minutes. I've noticed firsthand, the longer a student is on a technology app, like iReady or Seesaw, or any kind of technology-based integration, the biggest thing is for them not to lose interest, not to get bored. So they're staying engaged at a brisk pace for like 15 to 20 minutes. That really is reinforcing the knowledge that they're trying to gain and keep to the teacher. So the reason that I also chose Seesaw was because it says it supports the instructional strategies. Like I said, it kept the limited lecture time. It also is rigorous, so it's keeping them engaged, and it fits in with my standard of the character's setting and plot, because I've seen firsthand that there's multiple different interactive strategies on Seesaw that can keep the students doing different things while learning about the same objective. And so that is the integration that I chose to talk about, and it was on Seesaw. Thank you.